Hey, John. How's life in the trailer?
You described it well.
Oh,
I just came out
We're
of the trailer
sitting,
here to join this because we don't have a house.
well, we have a house.
We have a house, but it's in this chaos.
Are you in a trailer park, or where are you
yeah,
guys?
we're in the same trailer park, Canyonland, that you guys were in. Coincidentally,
I
Um,
love that place. That's the best Mexican food I've ever had.
yeah, we went there last night, but they were closed. So
Well,
we remember.
so it's a pilgrimage, John. You're
Yeah, it
following
feels
where your
like-
teacher's been.
all
We're,
right.
we're actually thinking of organizing a pilgrimage like this in the future. We'll see.
Yeah. Well, I put my hand up early because I didn't want to not come on, and I really wanted to run away. Since the end of the 9-day and ecstasy, in a sense, I've been in the darkest struggle I've ever been in my life, and in familiar territory that I would come into and for a day or two and embrace and look for the light and practice my practices, and it would lift. But this hasn't really lifted. I have to say that being in Escalante, I've had some loving contact with the mother, and it's been one of the touching experiences. But I came on because I just need help. I recognize shame about being in desperation again, and in the dark, and the thralls and the grip of stories and aging issues. So I haven't been able to contextualize it very well. I can intellectually say, well, you're eating darkness, go for it. But there's this only tiny fraction of myself that can say that, and the rest of me feels involved. And I kind of know what to tell myself. Don't listen to the stories, do your practices. Don't expect an outcome. But I've been really stuck.
Well, you know what I'm going to say, right? Congratulations.
I was afraid you would.
Congratulations. What
Love
happens?
You. I love you.
What you're demonstrating is a grounded meeting of that which is left. And what happened in the 9-day? The beast got unleashed. Satya is going to put our household terror into a safer location.
There's not. That door doesn't latch.
I'll put a chair in front of it. I thought that's what you did last time. All right, so managing your environment. So what happened in the 9-day opened up a whole new possibility in your consciousness. And inevitably, what happens? It looks to embody. It looks to integrate. So it enters more deeply into the structures that you've been able to compensate for in a lesser state of consciousness, make it go away. This won't let you make it go away. You're going to have to stay with this until it shifts. Now, this conversation is going to help you because you've been doing it by yourself. You do have to do your part. But now that we've talked, this force will come in and assist you with this. I keep my distance so I don't intervene in you meeting your own issues because that's what'll happen. I shorten the path. But even so, there are times of despair, times of overwhelm, times where you can tap a resource greater than yourself that your little miserable ego at that moment can't access. And that's what our relationship is about. So what you've done is exactly correct in that way too. So congratulations on taking the right action. So, but you now know a part of the foundational organization of your ego. You're meeting viscerally the shame, the diminishment, the compromise, the adaptions, and all that shit. It's in your body. So you got to come into your body with these things instead of up here or into the emotional body. You want to get into that kind of core physicality of where is it located? Is it my gut? Is it my back? Is it my side? Is it here? Is it there? And attend to those spots, because it will, when you start attending to the body, where these patterns, deeply embedded patterns live, is in your body. When you attend to them in your consciousness, especially if you're connected to me or to a greater principle, they resolve in that moment.
And I remember, I know this is what I need to do. And I've had more awakeness or more sense, especially of my feet, as my gait has gotten weird and I shuffle and I stumble. Whenever that happens, instead of making Parkinson's out of it, I make opportunity out of it. I'm awakening by this stumbling, and now what? Take it in, and I feel it in my belly. I feel so much of the time kind of locked upness in the belly. The last 2 days, really strange experience. My left nipple is just vibrating like electrical shocks. That I look to see if it's twitching because it's so physical. I don't know what it means, but it's an experience.
Right. It's very good.
Yeah.
So it's your body. Well, basically, you could say it this way. The supreme being is making room for itself in your body.
Mm.
And it's in every little avenue that happens to be open at the moment. Any little stream of the nadis, any little thread of the branches of those nadis into the nervous system, it'll keep making room for itself. It's maybe having to learn how to walk in your body. And so it hasn't quite animated it enough down there to do that gracefully. So, but of course, it wakes you up a little more as you stumble and trip in ways you never thought you could stumble and trip. So, but this is what's happening. I mean, actually, this is the truth of what's happening. It's not an abstraction for me. These are substantial, real events that happens to almost everyone at certain stages of the journey. So you're just in that process. Endure calmly, because it's not any different than what your being longs for. It is just what's showing up in the space of your aspiration, the space of what it is that's longing to come into existence as you. And that little piece of intellect, that's what the Gita says. To those who are devoted to me, 11th chapter, I give the yoga of intellect. And that's how it is. It's just this little voice that says, just keep doing your practices, keep trying to do the techniques, that is the way we reach beyond ourselves and collaborate with the process. It is at first a little voice, especially in those dark periods. Okay.
John, we're going to see you next week. Actually, on Thursday, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Be there, God willing.
And Polly, I'm sending a food request to you that you'll see when you get it.
You mean from
Yes.
Escalante?
All right, John, thank you.
There's the mother, always playing.